Labor Department's Bureau has revealed that U.S. producer prices unexpectedly fell in August, pulled down by a decline in the cost of services. The Producer Price Index for final demand dipped 0.1% after a downwardly revised 0.7% jump in July. Services prices fell 0.2% after rebounding 0.7% in July. Goods prices edged up 0.1% after increasing 0.6% in the prior month. In the 12 months through August, the PPI increased 2.6% after climbing 3.1% in July. U.S. President Donald Trump has reiterated his call for Federal Reserve Chairman Jerome Powell to make a large cut to benchmark interest rates. In a post on Truth Social, which followed federal data showing U.S. producer prices had slipped in August, Trump asserted that there was no inflation. He argued that it was too late and insisted that the Fed must implement a big rate cut immediately. He also called Powell a total disaster who doesn't have a clue. A federal judge has temporarily blocked President Donald Trump and removing Federal Reserve Governor Lisa Cook from office. The ruling is an early legal setback in an unprecedented challenge to the central bank's independence. The judge found allegations of mortgage fraud against Cook from before her tenure were likely insufficient grounds for dismissal. The case is expected to ultimately be decided by the Supreme Court. Cook denies any wrongdoing. A Trump spokesman said the legal fight would continue.
Governor Cook.
Reuters reports that during a conference call, U.S. President Donald Trump urged EU officials to impose tariffs of up to 100% on China and India. The purpose is to pressure Russia over its conflict with Ukraine, as both countries' continued purchases of Russian oil are seen as a way of propping up Moscow's economy. Trump suggested the U.S. would implement similar tariffs if the EU agreed. China has already condemned this as an economic pressure and rejected being used as leverage in discussions about Russia. Separately, Trump also mentioned he looks forward to speaking with Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi to improve U.S. trade relations with India.
I'm never surprised by anything, especially when it comes to the Middle East.
U.S. mortgage rates saw their biggest weekly drop in 6 months, according to the Mortgage Bankers Association, falling to 6.49% as weak jobs data fueled expectations of a Federal Reserve rate cut. The decline sparked a surge in mortgage applications, which reached a 3-year high. Refinancing activity led to the increase, nearly doubling its share of total applications. The housing market, long slowed by high rates and limited supply, may be stabilizing as the Fed signals a potential rate cut as soon as next week.